Hey everyone, welcome to Reddit Readout. Today we are checking out Rules Horror. Story 1. Variant Oaks Meet the Psychic Phantom. A place to share scary stories which contain a set of rules to follow. Orientation. Neighbor's name, Heya the Psychic Phoenix. Resident status, Yellow. Neighbors killed, 2. Description, Heya has the appearance young Eastern girl with dark blue hair and gold eyes. She is 4 years old, 5 if you count her year as a disembodied spirit. Like most people of Phoenix descent, she possesses pale skin that resembles that of an albino. Her blue hair and golden eyes are a result of her draconic heritage. As a result of her royal pedigree, Heya has a vast array of powers and a huge amount of mana. The ones you should be most concerned about are the Esper, psychic, powers that are passed down through the Yamato family line. She has all the standard psychic powers that made the Yamato family the rulers of the great island empire of Nipangu, including telekinesis, telepathy, clairvoyance, and of course true teleportation. Heya is strong enough to play with mountains the way most girls her age play with dolls. This child also inherited an incomplete version of the Hasmonean family's signature power, True Resurrection. Most lesser forms of resurrection require some form physical link to return the world of the living, whether that be a piece of the dead remaining intact, a phylactery, or some other form of preserved essence. Not so with the Phoenix's ability to return from the dead. As long as they have enough magical power, Phoenixes will resurrect again and again no matter how thoroughly they are destroyed. Most Phoenixes' new physical bodies emerge from ball of fires when they return from the dead. Unfortunately for Heya, she lacks the ability to manifest Phoenix fire or create a new body from nothing. Instead, she returns to the living as a disembodied spirit. While this form of resurrection is theorized to require less mana than the standard Phoenix resurrection, it also unfortunately means Heya is trapped a spirit until she can find a suitable host body. History: Heya is granddaughter of the Amaterasu Yamato, Empress of Nipangu, on her father's side. She is 8 generations removed from Miriam Hasmonean, the Queen of Canaan and ancestor of all Phoenixes. Her mother Esther did not even know she had the ability to resurrect, since displayed no other Phoenix powers and was considered an ordinary human. Miriam's mother resurrection powers were discovered when she was hit by a truck while on vacation in Nipangu. Amaterasu's son, who shall remain nameless, had Esther declared dead. Then he had her taken to a weapons lab where he was breeding anomalies. There he conceived Heya with Esther. Heya was raised in that lab for 3 years, never meeting her mother or father. A different anomaly destroyed the lab and killed all the experiments inside, including Heya. Over the next year, many who went to investigate the remains of the lab were found completely catatonic despite no physical issues. Eventually the government of Nipangu admitted it was unqualified to deal with the situation and asked the collective for our expertise. Young Agent Ezra Goldman was dispatched to the lab's remains. There he encountered Heya, who possessed him. Ezra, being a talented shapeshifter, split his body into 2, giving birth to Heya. Ever since then, Heya has become extremely attached to Ezra and considers him her mother. Ezra took on the name of Heya's biological mother and adopted Heya. Now Esther raises Heya while serving as a resident advisor at Variant Oaks. Rule for interaction: Heya is normally an energetic and kind child. But like most children, especially those who have been through trauma, she can occasionally throw tantrums. These tantrums are exceptionally dangerous due to her psychic abilities. Do everything in your power to not upset her. Never insult or attack Esther. Heya is very protective of her mother, and any assaults on her will cause Heya to attack you. Heya and Esther share a psychic link, so do not think you can just wait for Heya to be out of sight before attacking Esther. Heya will find out. Do not bring up Heya's adopted status. Heya has never met her biological parents and considers Esther her only parent. Any attempt to explain this is not the case will only anger Heya and possibly trigger a tantrum. For no reason should you try to separate or keep Heya from Esther. Heya experiences severe separation anxiety when kept from her mother for extended periods of time. While we do want to encourage Heya to become more independent, it is the job of Esther to scold Heya if she returns to her mother too soon. If Heya is misbehaving and her mother is present, do not try to correct Heya's behavior. Instead, politely ask Esther to reprimand her daughter. When Heya is misbehaving, and her mother is not present, try not to get involved unless you feel your life is in danger. If it is, then tell Heya her some variation of this phrase. Esther will be disappointed when she finds out about your behavior. Never use the first person when making these statements. One member of staff said your mother will be so disappointed when I tell her what you did, so Heya erased his memories completely. Fortunately, Esther was able to restore his memories, but why take that risk? Never under any circumstances kill Heya. Not even if she is trying to kill you. A living Heya is much less dangerous than a dead Heya. Rules of interaction for phantom form. Heya as a ghost is far more dangerous than as a living child. The collective will send an alert to all residents if Heya dies, since then she becomes a danger to the entire community. When Heya dies, she looks for a new body to possess. While searching, she will possess any humanoid body she encounters. She will force out the soul that originally inhabited the body, essentially killing the host. The living corpses she leaves behind are fascinating to study, since it is a rare chance to see which mutations are caused by genetic modifications and which are caused by the soul/mind. A lead agent Deborah's addendum: I know you like researching anomalies, brother, but I think that last sentence is in bad taste. 3. No body except for the bodies made for her by either Esther or Azazel have been considered acceptable. If she does not find a body acceptable, she will abandon it and continue her hunt. Do not think you are safe just because you witnessed her possess someone else. 4. When you receive the phantom alert, shelter in place. If you are outside, make your way to either your residence or the nearest isolated place where you would be safe. 5. If you receive the phantom alert and are a shapeshifter, take on the most bestial or monstrous form you can. If you are lucky, she will reject your body on sight instead of testing it through possession. 6. Try to take the collective provided sedative located in your medicine cabinet as soon as possible after receiving the alert. Heya uses her telepathy to find her victims when she is a phantom. She cannot sense your thoughts if you do not have any. 7. If for some reason you do not have access to a sedative, try to fall asleep naturally. It takes 90 minutes for the human mind to reach REM cycles and begin dreaming. Hopefully the situation is resolved before she is drawn to you by your dreams. 8. If you cannot become unconscious for one reason or another, try to think adult, male thoughts, or what a 5-year-old girl considers adult, male thoughts. Appropriate topics to think about include business, lifting heavy weights, taxes, or fishing. Heya's ideal body is that of a little girl, so the less your thoughts make you seem like one, the less likely she will come for you. 9. This should be obvious, but do not do anything else that could draw attention to yourself. No loud noises, no bright lights, etc. Heya's main method of detecting prey is her telepathy, but her other senses still work even when she is dead. 10. Do not try to be a hero. You may be a dangerous anomaly in your own right, but you do not stand a chance against Heya. She is intangible, thus extremely difficult to hurt when in her phantom form. Even if you are powerful enough to kill her, she has the power of true resurrection in a huge mana capacity. It is theorized to truly kill Heya you would need to kill her over 1,000 times, with each death taking place in less than 1 second intervals. Only site manager Alicia or lead agent Deborah can survive her possession due to their own phoenix powers and stall her until Esther or Azazel arrive. Unless you can survive as a disembodied spirit yourself or have the power of resurrection, you will just make yourself another casualty. Rehabilitation goals. Limit Heya's tantrums and other violent tendencies. Status: in progress. Heya has become more emotionally stable after a year of living with Esther. However, she still throws the occasional tantrum. While it's true Heya has killed 2 other residents, in both instances she was not the aggressor, so only minor punishments were administered. Teach Heya how to create a human body when she resurrects. Status: in progress. Esther is teaching Heya the basic of shape-shifting and reality warping. Heya is very young, so it may take a while for her to master these advanced magical concepts. Eliminate Heya's dependence on Esther. Status: In progress. Most children Heia's age are dependent on their parents. The collective is not cruel and has no intention of separating a mother and daughter forever. Our main goal is to have Heia capable of living apart from Esther once she turns 18 and is released from the program. We expect that they will remain in communication for the rest of their lives. Story 2. You found yourself in a strange dream. A place to share scary stories which contain a set of rules to follow. Welcome to YUME Group. As you all know, our organization focuses on dreams and human sleep, which mean y'all will have to go through some basic training before we can start working. This is your first ever lucid dream training session. I am Surreal, your lucidity expert. Throughout this training, you will be learning everything about lucid dreams and how to achieve them, which will be the basis of all of our organization's business. As all of you already know, lucid dreams are dreams in which we are aware of the fact that we are dreaming, and have full control of the dream. In a lucid dream, you can do whatever you want, like flying, teleporting or even traveling through space and time. However, this comes with a risk. There is a rare chance that you will randomly fall into a lucid nightmare. This type of nightmare is extremely dangerous, and once you're in it, it is mandatory that you know exactly what to do to avoid potential negative effects on your physical body. So, safety first. I will be explaining about the rules you have to strictly follow in order to survive a lucid nightmare. Take careful note of what I'm about to say. General rules. 1. Recognize that you are in a lucid nightmare. You will often feel a great sense of nostalgia and liminality. You will become aware that you are dreaming, but will not have any control whatsoever. 2. Do reality checks to make sure you are still in your dream. Count your fingers, hold your breath, or try to close your eyes. If you have more than 10 fingers, can still breathe or see, you are still dreaming. 3. Stay unhurt until you wake up. Since time in reality and time in dreams don't correlate, you might get stuck in the dream for any amount of time, from 1 hour, up to 1 whole day. 4. Do not get hurt. If you get hurt or die in a lucid nightmare, horrible damage could be done to your physical body, in an unknown way. I have witnessed cases of dreamers having their limbs fall apart from their body, or their internal organs literally disappear. 5. Do not look into mirrors. Mirrors act really weird in dreams. 6. Do not trust anyone or anything. You are in a dream and nothing is real, even if it's someone you know. 7. Refrain from picking up items, especially items that you can't make out what they are. 8. Do not go to the bathroom. Scary creatures might be in there. Also, you might piss your pants when you wake up. 9. When entering a building, make sure that the building and its interior does not feel familiar. You might accidentally trigger the deepest, darkest hidden fear in your subconscious that you didn't even know about. 9a. When leaving a building, make sure the outside is the same as when you enter the building. You won't die if you step outside to a different area, but who knows where you might end up. 10. Do not go near any red butterflies you see. They are razor sharp and touching them might cost you an arm and a leg, literally. 11. If you see part of the terrain glitching out or just vanishing, leaving an empty void, stay away at all cost. This is a sign of dream eaters. They are invisible. Watch your limbs. 11a. Dream eaters are faster the faster you are. Take long steps. Make slow maneuvers but cover great distance. Remember to watch your limbs. 12. If you're unlucky, you might encounter the Dream Walker. He appears as a tall humanoid figure with a long neck, wearing a suit and a top hat. He is not fast, but do not let him catch you. 12a. The Dream Walker will periodically try to communicate with you through different methods such as a message on the wall, a voice in your head or a thought in your mind. Ignore him. If you respond, it means you let him in. 12b. Watch your surroundings. The Dream Walker will try to trick you into dead ends. If you ever let him catch you, he will take something from you, including but not limited to your life, one of your body parts, your identity, or something/someone really important to you. 12c. If you come across a phonograph labeled K, play music with it. It keeps the dream walker away. 13. Just ignore the eyes that are always watching you. Regarding waking up. 1. Important: do a reality check when you wake up to make sure you actually woke up. If you are still dreaming, lay down and go back to sleep. It might be the dreamwalker's trap. 2. If you wake up and feel that something's wrong about your body, immediately call me, while you still can. I will send help to your location as soon as possible. 3. If you wake up and can't move, do not panic. Stay calm, close your eyes, ignore any strange sounds around you, and you should eventually be able to move, or if you're unlucky, fall back into the dream. 4. If you wake up somewhere you did not fall asleep at, you did not wake up. 5. If you wake up unharmed, submit a lucid nightmare report as soon as possible and refrain from lucid dreaming for at least a week. Have you taken notes? Good. Remember to learn the rules by heart, for your own safety. Now, we shall begin. That's all for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.